Okay, welcome everyone, all the parents, all the boys and girls. My name is Larry Lau, and my military rank is lieutenant. So you can either call me Lieutenant Lau or just simply, if you forgot my name, it's over there on my banner. Okay, so it's simply some of the boys and girls just address us. If they can't remember our rank or the last name, just address. For male, we will just sir. For female officer, just address her as madam. So simple as that. So welcome again for the presentation of the Royal Canadian Army Cadet Corps presentation. Okay. So first of all, that program is all funded by the federal government, Department of National Defense. Okay. So if in the meantime, if you really have any question, you can stay until we do have a question period during my presentation. So if you want to ask me any question regarding the program, feel free to let me know. And the website on the presentation, we do have the information link. And in the question period, feel free to ask me. I can speak English, Cantonese, 普通或者普通通啦 ，OK， 聽得懂就都可以 ，OK。So mainly my presentation will be English, so that all the boys and girls will be more understandable. Okay. So right now, let me start the presentation. So that's the other one, the other file.
The other file?
Yeah,
this is the only one I have.
That's a slide, not this one, the other one.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can say something. Sorry about that.
No problem.
In the USB, right?
Yeah, in the USB. The PowerPoint presentation.
It is.
Yeah, there's two files.
Two files here.
Two files.
Two files. There's slideshow here. Give me this.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one.
And my name file. No, here name file. The slide is recording my more.
Okay, coming soon. There you go.
Okay, once again, welcome. And my cadet corps called the 32 Military Police Royal Canadian Army Cadet Corps. And this is our website. Next one, please. So let me explain a little bit about the history of the cadet program. Okay. So our cadet program already over 160 years old or new. Okay. So it's kind of long traditions. And actually, well before the First World War, we have the cadet program already. Back then, it's only at the Army Cadet. So in the cadet program, you do have Army, Sea Cadet, and Air Cadet. So you're all under and funded 100% by the Department of National Defense. So that is federal government department. Okay. So there's nothing, no charge for the cadet or the parents. Okay, 100% funded by the government. So including land, what we call Army Cadet, the Sea Cadet and Air Cadet. The core program will be the same. So mainly on the leadership, fitness, all that kind of program. Try to train up the youth and being a good citizen, and a lot of programs that are very helpful for them in the future, no matter in the university or when they graduate from school, university, will help them out during the career. So the little detail about the cadet program itself. I just mentioned it's run 100% by the Department of National Defense, which is military, which I am under the Department of National Defense. Okay. And the second portion of the program will be helped and assisted by a civilian organization called the Army Cadet League of Canada. Same apply to Air Cadet. They do have Air Cadet League of Canada. Okay, so military and a civilian organization, both sides helping the cadet program throughout the years. Next, please. So in the Army Cadet unit, we need to affiliate with one existing and serving regiment of Canada. So my cadet corps is affiliate of the military police. Okay, so 32 is the division of Canada. 32 military police. So I need to affiliate with existing serving unit. And under the 32 military police, we are attached with the 2nd Regiment Canadian Military Police, which is a station in Borden. Next, please. So again, same applies to the general picture, just the 2 slides ago. That a military unit and a civilian organization helping to run the program. So my cadet corps do have a civilian organization as my sponsor. My sponsor is the York Region Police. That is the police unit of Markham, Richmond Hill, Sofield, York Region. So the York Region Police is a civilian organization that help my cadet corps to run the program. So this chart explains a little more further detail that the combination and the whole picture of the setup of the cadet program. So in particular for my 32 military police, okay? So Department of National Defense, my affiliate unit, then I form my 32 military police cadet corps. So my cadet corps, I submit my application back in 2013. After 2 years in 2015, eventually Department of National Defense approved my application. So as well as I need to find a sponsor organization, the York Regional Police, and then I form the cadet corps in 2015. So my cadet corps is 7 years old already. So a lot of different cadet corps across Canada. The format will be more or less the same, and maybe some of the cadet corps have a longer history because they formed long time ago. So mainly our program will be trying to develop the youth, which is from 12 years old to 18 years old. So try to train up the cadet to be good citizen and train the leadership. Of course, physical fitness. Okay, and as well, I try to see whether they have interest about the Army activities of the Canadian Armed Forces. So one of the very common questions that the parent asks me, when my boys or when my girls finish a cadet program, whether they need to sign up as a military or join the military. No, that's totally different. The cadet program is youth leadership program. There's no obligation to join the military after they age out or when they finish university. There's no obligation, nothing. Okay? Cadet program mainly is a leadership training for that particular youth group. Yeah, again, if the boys and girls 12 years and older can join the program, so 18 years old or before the 19 years old birthday, they need to be retired. Okay, sure. Okay, we have the 2 ex-cadet here to share some experience with you, and when I finish my presentation. Okay, the Army Cadet training will be mainly, we have local HQ training, which is what we call the weekly training, 1 night per week, and then occasional training during the weekend. So sometimes it all depends on the facility, the location. maybe 2 or 3 months, we try to arrange a weekend training. So weekend training including a lot of stuff like a field training, go out to the field, and also maybe map on campus, a lot of outdoor activities. So even in the middle of winter, both of them being in the -15 to -20 out on the field in the winter to set up the tent and the winter survival. They came across that, both of them. So, and also another beauty will be the summer training. A lot of parents ask me, hey, by the way, can I join the summer training? Of course, if summer training, we do have different locations within Ontario. If there's some capacity issue that need to fly the cadet out of Ontario, don't worry about the charges. It's all paid by the government. So one of cadet that we've been sent to Yellow Light, right? When?
No, I don't think I went.
You went, right?
When?
Yeah. So one of our ex-cadet fly over to the other territory to join the summer program. The summer program will be run from 2 weeks to 6 weeks. It all depends which program they join. And also, of course, you joining the summer training. First of all, as all you can notice that attendance is one of the major criteria for being selected to the summer program. Okay, and some other criteria as well. Okay, so next one. So try to find out, you can find out both of them when they are more younger. Some of the time, maybe over there. So we do have a field exercise training. So out on the field, we teach the survival. So for that particular weekend, one of the program they came across, we will help them to teach them how to use the environment, all the material from the environment. Try to build a tent for them to stay overnight. So under different weather conditions, try to let them know the utilizing the surrounding materials, the branches, leaves, or whatever. Okay, with a very minimal human being material, just like the string, to let them set up their own tent. Next, please. Okay, a lot of boys and girls will be interested. That's one of the training that teach them how to do the shooting. We call the marksmanship. Okay. So all the boys and girls will be being trained. Okay. So the skill will be actually the same. The skill for training them for the marksmanship, the same as the adult when they fire a real gun. So all those rifle is air rifle, but the skill that we are teaching them exactly the same as the adult one firing the real rifle. Okay, even the pistol, the skill will be the same. Okay, so we teach them how to shoot on the target by the air rifle. Another one for the field training in the Army will be map and compass work. So we'll teach cadet how to read the map and find out all the different features from the map. Okay, and also all the different contour line for the hill, mountain, whatever on the map. Okay, utilizing the compass, and then right now, of course, we have a newer equipment, the GPS. We also have the GPS system to teach the cadet how to use GPS. The GPS may not be the same as the one that you're using in our car on the dashboard or from the cell phone that Google one. A little different. Okay, so we will teach them how to read the map, how to use the reference, how to use the Greek reference, the six-figure Greek reference, to find out themselves when they're out in the field, and try to teach them how to find a different feature from the map, even in the middle of the field from nowhere, how to find out the exact point where they are about on the map, because sometimes we don't have internet connection on the field, we don't have reception, we cannot use a Google map to locate ourselves. So that's a very basic training that we're going to teach the cadet in our program. So Another one is with physical training. Okay, so sometimes we do have some physical fitness training, at least one evening per month, so that keep up the boys and girls to be physical fit. Okay, so this particular weekend we are using one of the school, the gym, to have different kind of competition between different teams. So beside the physical training, we try to help the cadet build up the bonding within themselves and trying to form them like as teamwork. So just like this one, tug of war, it's kind of teamwork as well, beside physical training. That's something we want to achieve. So winter field exercise training. So that particular weekend, I still can remember -15 or 16. Okay, so all the ground was frozen, but we still need to teach them how to anchor the spike and how to set up the tent. Okay, how to survive in the winter. Okay, so that is one of the training that in the program. So that's the core value we want the cadet when they graduated from the program, or even they need to like maybe they're 2BC in grade 11, grade 12, they need to leave the program. I'm sure that some of parents and then ex-cadet, they get all those things from going out from their cadet program. We try to train them loyalty, professionalism, mutual respect, integrity. So all those things that we as a parent really want our boys and girls to achieve as much as they can. So the program can help the parent, can help the cadet to achieve those core values. How we get out from the cadet program for the boys and girls? From time to time, we have a lot of program competition, or like through the rank system. You can see the display later on the table. We do have the rank system, okay? Which is another thing that try to stimulate the boys and girls kind of sense of accomplishment, okay? And then recognition from the peer and mentors, okay? Within the cadet among themselves, being recognized. A lot of friends, they create a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Some of the slides that I can show you in the slideshow later, I'm sure that they've been enjoyed. And even myself, even I joined the military for so long, some of the experience that bring them over during the military program, I myself also enjoy some of the really lifetime experience. Lifelong friends, even they are in university already, sometimes we chat with each other, occasionally send some message. Not just talking about within the cadet, even the instructor and the cadet, we have a very good relationship out from the program. Okay, of course, everyone got different talent, and also we are not unique. We are not from the factory. We are not the canned food from the factory. So every single individual, the parents and the boys and girls, they are unique. They are different. We try to try to stimulate through the program to find their talents, and through our program, they mature, they graduate, and then when the first time saw Thompson and Allison, Thompson is that tall, I think, right? Yeah, he joined the program in age 12. Right now he's a little taller than me. Okay, so they really had something like a build up himself and herself, being a better person, be a stronger person, more confidence, and more discipline. Self-esteem includes self-awareness. That's everything in the program. As well as some of the parents ask me, well, whether they do go out to serve the community. Yes, we do have one of the program, the objective of the program is go out to community. Simply as that, like in the spring and in the autumn, we do have the tagging. which is try to raise fund for the cadet, the corps herself. So the cadet program do have the community involvement. Okay, so the funding they generate from the tagging will be sponsored by whatever program that not sponsored by the Department of National Defense. Just like the March Break program, which is some sort of like extra, which is not funded by the federal government. Then all those tagging funding or the other fundraising program will be helping them or try to lower down the parents' the payment for the March Break program. Simply as that. Only the March Break program is not sponsored by the Department of National Defense. So right now, I'll set up the officer and staff. We have a Captain Clark as our commanding officer. Captain Khan, he just moved to another one, another cadet corps. So that's myself. I'm the training officer, and also I'm the founder of this particular cadet corps. So Captain Starfreight, she's admin officer. So Officer Yu is a supply officer, and then Guwenji is a civilian volunteer helping us to run the program. So our particular parade night will be on Thursday from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. We are using the York Region Police Community Safety Village because as I mentioned, my cadet corps is sponsored by York Region Police. So actually this is the York Region Police property. So we can use that. The location, the address is 3291 Stouffville Road, which is not very far from here. It's only like maybe 15 to 20 minutes drive. Located at Warden and Stouffville Road. It's not that far away from Markham. So this is the registration link. So from this registration link, we will direct you to the cadet.ca, which is the federal government website. So they will ask you to enter your name, information, email, and then the system will quickly send you a confirmation email because they don't want the robotic email to enter the information. So you will see your email address, but try to not use the qq.com, 136 or 138.com. Those are very common that we Chinese use the email address because the federal government system will filter out those QQ 163 those email address. So try to use one like a Yahoo or Gmail that can go through the system. And then quickly you will receive, maybe within like 5 minutes, you will receive an email confirmation. That email confirmation, we will need to ask you more detail regarding parents' name, your children's name, information such as like OHIP information, that kind of details. Okay? So when you punch in 32 million police Royal Canadian Army Cadet Corps, then that's the link there, and then the system will direct your application towards my cadet administration officer. So far, any question? And some light?有没有问题？
就是自己到那个网站上注册就好了。
在这个网站里头注册就可以了。在这个网站注册之后呢，就应该2、3分钟左右了，就是这个系统里头会发个电邮给你，核对一下这个不是 robot 的 email address， 这样子，在这个第2个 email 你收到这个 email 之后呢，你其他的包括家长的 information 啊、地址 information 啊，这个小孩的 information 你就打进去、输进去，然后呢，最主要是有一个，比方说这个 OHIP 卡 information， 还有就核对一下这个小孩，因为我们这个 program 呢，最主要呢就是如果你是 PR 或者是 citizen 都可以参加的。 基本上其他我曾经有过一个 inquiry， 就是这个女孩子她是留学生，基本上留学生还可以的，还是留学生的干部员呢，他的该点他有签名，那么很多时候这干部呢我不想，那么这个小孩就不能够参加，所以绝大部分就是 PR 跟这个 citizen 都可以参加，男女都可以。
How many youth currently was in program last year? Right?
Last year,
Yeah.
if before COVID, my corps, 32 military police, we had over 100 cadets, boys and girls, different age. But after COVID, we dropped down to 60 something.
60 something.
Yeah, because of COVID.
What?
And then some of the cadets, like over that 2.5 year COVID time, they age out as well. So every year around summer or in September time, we have a lot of new cadet joining the program. Of course, we do have some cadet aged out, like that's 2 cadets they be in university already.
And the boys and girl ratio, or I mean the program.
You have to say, you have to say.
Is it?
Yeah, you have to say. Because say for example, right now the 2 senior cadets, they are boys, and then after that 2. So a group of I think 6 all girls. So happened. So you really have to say all depends. Yeah. So we accept boys and girls, doesn't matter.
我想问一个问题，就是那个您说 PR， 那 PR 现在过期了，正在 renew 当中，可以吗？
都没所谓的，没所谓。最主要我们看你 PR 的卡上面就是有那个这个小孩的information 就可以了。然后另外这个最主要就是这个 OHIP 卡，这个健康卡，这个我们的 OHIP 这个卡，省这个卡。那么如果参加这个计划最好，然后就是将这个护照啊，或者是 PR 卡跟这个 OHIP 卡打一个复印这个 copy， 然后呢拿个正本跟 copy 带来给我们核对一下。那么当然呢，在这个网站里头，你登记资料，这个系统就应该是将这个 application 的 information 转给我们。还是有时候你电脑系统里头真的不晓得它怎么干，有时候最好的是拿这个正本跟副本给我们，然后我们现场可能我们还要保留一个 paper form， 你的填一下，那么就基本上当天晚上都可以留小孩在，或者是小孩不想或者下周才来都没所谓。然后这个 program 最主要是跟学校的这个都是一样，在学校的 schedule 都是一样，从9月份到6月份。那么6月份之后就参加这个 summer program 了。如果他能够可以参加的话，因为有些部分的小孩可能他暑假我讲暑期工的赚这 WiFi pocket money 这样子，他不赚都没所谓。如果赚的话呢，这个整个安省有好几千几万个 cadet 都是参加这个暑期班的。那么当然刚才讲了，其中一项就是 attendance。OK， 然后其他些项目，他最好就能够参加越多越好。因为部分呢，我们这个系统里头我们 cadet 这个系统里头都有一个我们叫 point system， 就算一下这个小孩他的 attendance 多少其他方面有什么项目或者怎么样，有什么需要帮他多一下的，所有东西都在系统里头，就是我们系统里头呢，就是有他的成绩表。OK， 所以每年如果是想参加这个暑期班的话呢，我们大概2月份或者 March week 之前呢，就是需要收他们就暑期班的报名表，然后是我们交过去这个我们在这安省里头就我分开有东、西跟中不同的3个总区，然后就看看有多少的小孩申请，然后 program 里头有多少的位置可以让他申请，有很多不同的项目，有基本的或者是野外的，或者是这个 physical fitness 的，就是音乐的都有，还有这个打球或者是 program 方面，如果他在 参加之后，大概2年3年之后呢，有些暑期班的项目就教他怎么做一个 instructor 教练，有很多不同的，一级一级讲新班。这个好像你看到这个2，就是他的音乐这个小孩的他的参加暑期班呢，他分1、2、3、4不同的级的，看看他哪一年。如果那下个暑期都有参加的话呢，他的新班呢，所有不同的项目都有不同的。好像这个呢，他就pace and drum， 吹苏格兰风的，有很多不同很特别的项目，都是这样去通过我们训练，完全是不用花家长或者小孩一分一毫。
Okay, my child will be 12
Yes.
by November. So will he have to wait until his birthday
That's
or,
Yeah.
or next to September?
No, you can submit the application November
Or when he is 12?
when it's turned 12. The reason why, because all the program you need to our Department of Social Defense, the obligation, which is including the insurance coverage, because a lot of field training, physical training. Of course, you don't want the cadet being injured, but there's a chances of being injured outside the field, right? Such as when they're in the field, they're running, they twist the ankle, that will be happen. So all those will be covered by our program. All those covered by insurance. So the insurance was starting from the 12 years old, and then so that's why we stick to the 12 years old after the birthday, even the next day. Then we
Does
will
he
take the
still have a
application.
chance to get into the program when we pass the main intake?
For the summer program, you mean?
Yeah, I
Yes.
mean for September, for example.
Yeah.
So it's gonna rolling, admission
Yeah.
rolling.
So even though the boys and girls, maybe the birthday in January or February. So when they turn 12, we can take the application.
Okay.
Yeah, but not before that.
But there's no specific intake.
No specific. But the only thing that we cannot say it's not fair that the kids have a birthday in January and February, because as I just mentioned, the February will be mainly our application for the coming summer program. The application time frame will be around February to before March break. So if the cadet join the program in January, for sure their attendance will be very low, right? So the program itself will be screened out, won't take the application. So maybe wait for the next
What about
years.
November?
November likely will be okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
but don't skip that much.
只要就是大于12岁的到19岁之间的，就是哪一年加入都没关系。
都没关系，还是最好就是从12岁到最多就15岁，因为我的 cadet 过去曾经收过好几个男孩跟女孩，有一个最近的 COVID 刚刚好 COVID 开始的时候，他就15岁，他就刚刚就没办法了 ，COVID 就是我们 online 了，然后呢他就17岁了，那么我们在3月份的时候我们重开，他已经17岁 grade 12，所以呢他就不能够享受那么多的这个训练里头了。我们都会收17岁、16岁我们都收，还是最好12岁到或者14岁、15岁。那么如果他15岁或16岁参加怎么办呢？我们这个系统里头也有一个项目，就是我们叫fast track， 就是尽快将这个15岁、16岁的小孩呢，将他推往去同年级的一块小课。因为有时候16岁、17岁跟那个12岁的，他不太愿意、不太喜欢。我们就将这个15岁，刚刚说16岁参加的时候，将他尽快赶想去跟他同年级的小孩一块上课，那么他这个心态才好一点。
这些 uniform 是自己订的，自己哪里买？
需要你们打理你各位看到了，我有不同的 uniform， 我们 Army Cadet， 这个我们叫 field uniform。OK， 这个是在野外训练的，大部分时间穿这个。那 然后包括这个皮靴 ，OK， 就是跟另外皮靴都不同的，你们看得到 ，OK， 这个我们叫这个 uniform 呢，就大部分在这个我们叫ceremony，OK， 或者是每个月可能有一次的晚上，我们就 CO Commanding Officer Night， 就是要穿这个 uniform，OK， 男女孩都是一样的 ，OK。那么你看到这旁边就是我们这个32 Military Police Cadet 这个飞号，然后呢旁边你等一下大家可以过来看一下，这是我们的 York Region Police 我们的战装机构这个徽章，然后下面有不同的号码，我们的96也有1405，就是为什么用这个号码呢？因为我们约克警队过往20几30年呢，我们总共有4个我们的警察。在他们在工作的时候，因为工作关系的牺牲了，所以我们用他的号码代表每个我们所 company 每一个连队的号码，所以都是 under 这个32 military police。也你会看到它的背上面的有不同的它的 ranking 啊，它的这军阶。跟这个都是一样的，上面有这个 cadet 这样子 ，OK。那么这些东西都是他自己考很多不同的考试，每一层、每一层、每一步、你考的不同的分项，是吧 ？OK。这个都是他那种叫 program 的这个我们叫 recognition，OK， 就是希望小孩对自己更加多的信息，每一步做起来。另外呢，这个呢就是冷天的是外套 ，OK。所有这个 uniform 都不用付钱的，还是说家长千万不要帮他缝任何的飞夹，你叫他可以 ，OK。很多家长就问我，哎呀，我帮他缝好不好？最好不好，OK。这个我相信。Monica 的小孩在空军的时候，跟我的小孩，他们都是一样。他们缝他的徽章的时候，很多次叫做碰自己的手头，对不对？哦，very bad experience, but you need to let them know how to do it themselves. Okay, that's one part of the training. Okay, so all the sewing need to perform by them. The parents then guide them how to do it. Okay, so mainly let them do it themselves. Okay, let them make some mistake, help them to correct the mistake. That's how we want the cadet, how we, as a parents, how we want our kids to grow up. We cannot forever holding their hand, right? To take them to school, not elementary, not in the kindergarten. When they're bigger, try to train them to be independent. So the cadet program is one of them. So how to shine the boots? Okay. So some of the senior cadet will teach the junior cadet how to shine the boot. That's also their responsibility. Okay. How to tidy up, how to iron the shirt, how to tie the knot of the tie. We teach them. So right now it's really user friendly. You just go to Google or go to YouTube, and you can learn how to shine the wood. The field wood, you don't need to shine it up, but just brush off the dirt after the field training. That's it. Don't need to shine up. And then for the dress wood that comes with the dress uniform, we need to have some standard. So simply don't help them. You can guide them to do it. Okay? Don't help them to do it. That's part of the training. How to shine the boot? If they don't know, the senior will teach them. If they still don't know or forget, go to YouTube. There's a lot of video that teach them how to fix the uniform. So all the badges, they do have standard. Okay? How many inches above the cuff length? How many inches between each other? That's all standard. How to put on their medals in the future? We have standard. you're not like putting somewhere else. You're not tying the knot like some sort of your method. We do have standard. Okay, that's those requirements. Actually, one of the training that the program we need the boys and girls to learn from it. Okay, that's some sort of discipline. You need to have standard. Okay, and how to keep up the uniform. Okay, how to wash it, how to iron it. We do have some sort of instruction. Okay. So any question? So the beret, we call it beret, not the cap, not the hat. We call beret. Okay. You can see there's two types of beret here. When they first join, in particular for the first year, they will give the generic cadet beret. Okay, with the cadet generic badges. And after 1 year, when they promoted to the second level, what we call the second level, or what we call the star level, that you can see from here, that's a golden color star. In the cadet program, Army cadet program, we use a star program. Okay, start from the green, red, silver, and then gold, and then master cadet. Okay, so each different level. So within the same level, they attain certain good skill that we train them. And then one of the things that we try to train up the senior cadet, both of them be in as an instructor, as a trainer within the program. One of the things we want to teach the cadet how to instruct a class, how to prepare for the class, how to being an instructor in front of your classroom, to teach the junior cadet. Okay, so all the senior cadet, both of them being in front of a break classes so many times. Okay, how to prepare the class, how to instruct the class, how to take the question, how to guide the junior cadet, that how they came out for the program. Okay, so here you see the red beret. That is the military police beret. So each different army unit do have a different beret color. So the military police are across Commonwealth using red beret as some sort of a symbol that for particularly for the military police. Some other regiment they use maybe a black or dark green or khaki color, so to represent different kind of trait of the regiment. So when you pass the first year, likely if the attendance or the score good enough, we'll promote them to the next level. And then change from the generic cadet beret to our regiment's beret. So far, any other question? Okay, you still have a question, you can ask me, and when you finish the presentation, during our mingle time, whatever. Maybe let's see if you have a slideshow, and then if you have some question want to ask, you can ask our retired cadet, okay? Or do you want to say something before we go into the slide presentation? Okay, let's see the slide. Yeah.
Yeah, you can say something. Yeah, let them. Yeah, let them say something to introduce them. Yeah. Yeah. Let them. Yeah.
得播咗呢個先啦，你先係喺度 run 緊啊？
唔緊要，因為好悶。
Right. Parade, eyes, front. What's the wheel?
So during the sports day training, that's something that we try to teach the cadet. Some are problem solving, not only really physical. Sometimes you need to use your mind to solve problems. So teamwork, as competition. That's you, eh?
I think that's me.
That's you.
No, I'm familiar with that.
So that is one of the community work that tagging to raise fund for themselves.
Wow, yeah.
So that's some sort of first aid training. In Christmas time, we had a Christmas dinner. We try to teach them the etiquette, the manner in that kind of dinner setup.
That's a great kiss.
Yeah, we have promotion for different levels, different ranks. Yeah, that's Alison. This atrium is from the York Region Police Headquarters. So that's a police chief of the York Region. So when we have own flag, the York Region Police chaplain do the blessing. So all those awards is kind of recognition during the annual ceremonial review. Yeah, all those cadets, most of them age out already. So in the fall training, we do have a different program. It's like in the range day, do the marksmanship training to teach them how to do the shooting in a safety manner. That's the field training to teach them use the natural material from the surrounding. Yeah, they build their own shelter for overnight. Still remember that.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that. Right? Enjoy the parade. So that is the facility we're using for training. In the winter time, all the road in we do some biathlon training between the safety village.
I haven't bought it.
some of the biathlon Olympian, he or she was cadets when they were younger.
Okay, I jump out.
So during my break, we've been out to upstate New York. That's one of the very big Army training campsite of the U.S. Army. So that's accommodation. We visit them throughout the March break, and we're having like a different experience. And then those are real machine gun in a simulation environment to let the cadet have a feel of that type of training. Using the simulation, seeing how to use that one in particular is the Apache, that's a machine gun that hooked with the side of the helicopter. So search and rescue by the helicopter, and then let them sit on the cockpit. Yeah, that's that's the Apache combat helicopter. So this department is called the disposal audience. So all those like bomb squad, yeah, using the robot how to like dispose the bombs. They had a feel and look, and then this all the armor is the that's some of the community service the cadet my cadet corps joined, the police memorial. The chief of police, and then with the boys and girls. So that particular foreign police officer, each year we have a memorial run to raise funds to help those need the families. So in the summer training, we join with thousand different cadet corps, boys and girls, to have different training. So this one also the music training throughout the summer training program. They form their own band during the ceremony for the graduation. So each day, the cadet have some sort of pocket money. When they sign off from the training program, they will receive a check. Yeah, some sort of pocket money they can bring back home. Yeah, that particular cadet, she just aged out when they joined the program. She received the Gold Award, which is top cadet within her program.
Okay.
Yeah. You want to talk something, Thompson?
And
Not sure. I mean, there's been a lot.
There's been a lot. So Thompson and Allison. So when they joined the program, Thompson was 12 years old. Right now, she University of Toronto downtown third year.
Second year.
Second year. Okay. And then his sister Allison, also my first group of cadet, joined the program when they were 12 and 13, right? 14.
That was 7 years ago. We were there at a very special time.
Center.
We joined at a very special time in 2015, which just so happens to be the year 32MP came into existence. But back then, they weren't called 32MP. We were actually called 32 Signals Cadet because we were a branch of another cadet corps, a much more established cadet corps, 337 Queen's York Rangers. So we were like a very, very small group, nothing compared to what we were right now. But over time, we got more cadets, we got a sponsor, we got a much, much better facility, and now we're nothing like what we were before. Except, actually, no, wait. Yeah, we're nothing like what we were before as well. We've grown a lot.
Allison.
You're going. I'm good.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so the cadet program is a really great program. Like Patella was saying, a lot of the skills that you're taught and you're practicing week after week in the cadet program over a series of years, I still remember and I apply them to my everyday.
Ignore that.
Yeah, so you may not always think that the specific skills or lessons that you learn or the different kinds of things that you do in the cadet program is applicable to your everyday life outside as a civilian, but actually they do have like long-lasting kind of effects. For example, right now, on my job, I'm using a lot of the skills that I use in cadets. For example, I am a teacher, I'm an instructor, I'm a team leader, and also a program coordinator for this new course that we're setting up at my company. So I'm framing a lot of the things that I have to set up through the structure of the cadet program. Like I figure out who's my 2 ICs, who are my captains, who's reporting to who. So things that I saw every day from 14 to 19 because I retired, I'm now putting that into my life now. Yeah, it's also a great opportunity for volunteer work. I know a lot of you go in high school age, you need volunteer hours to, one, graduate, as well as in high school, in university. This cadet program is a great way of collecting those hours. Yeah, things that we did were like helping around in our community, as well as because we were located at the safety village, we helped out with their staff a lot. So there's a lot of cool opportunities that we got.
My number.
Pass it to
Oh, okay. Because when you think about it, nobody's going to expect you to do drill. Nobody's going to expect you to stand at attention or at ease when you go out into the working world. But all the things that we expect you to do, following through those orders, listening to other people, and doing those things, those are skills, these are attributes you take onto yourself when you join cadets. You do things because, well, we tell you to, but it's a fact that you listen, you follow, and eventually, when you teach others, those things you bring out into the real world. Not the fact that you can stand at attention, well, maybe, but the skills that you learn through doing all these fun activities. Shooting, nobody's going to expect you to know how to shoot a gun unless you take that into a job, for example. But listening to safety instructions, that is a very important thing you're going to have to learn when you go into the real world. So it's not about the actual things that you do, it's about the skills that you learn from doing it.
Things like teamwork and working with different groups of people of different ages and how to handle things like stress, as well as developing skills in organization, responsibility, punctuality. These are all things that you will use in your later life. And this is a really great way to like foster it in like a very fun and safe environment.
Yeah, they decide learning life experience, some skill or whatever. They have fun. They really have fun. Just mentioned.
This is my name tag.
So at that time, I would take the opportunity to present both of them because when they age out, so happened COVID hit. Some certification that we don't have any chance to present to them. So maybe I would take this chance to present.
We had no idea we were going to get this. What a surprise!
So that is a service certificate of service. So that is matching with the cadet medal. So all the cadets joining the program 4 year in a row with good standing. Then we'll present a certificate to be recognized the service that they presented. So for Alison, when she got the certification, she had 5 years experience. She got the medal, but never got a chance to present a certificate to her. Congratulations. Thank you. So of course, when Thompson, when he was aged out, COVID hit again.
Yes.
So he also 5 years service with the cadet program before he went to study in university. So Thompson, congratulations. Thank you very much. Thank you. So that is some sort of recognition for boys and girls. Either they achieve to different ranking, more recognition, receive the medal and the certification, and throughout the program they will achieve different ranks. So that is some sort we want to build up the boys and girls confidence, courage. All those things will help them in their university life, and after they graduate from university, whatever type of job they join, like Edison just mentioned, a lot of skills that they were obtained from the program. Another most important thing, like I always mention, the program don't need to pay anything. The only obligation for the boys and girls and the parents will be your time. This is it. Okay. Other than that, the more fun that. Oh, by the way, for the March break camp that you saw from the sideshow, we went there for like 5 days, right? 5 days, even 5 days. You guess how much they pay? I mean the parents, not the kids. Don't let them know. Take a good guess. 5 days, travel, meals, and accommodation, all inclusive.
That's in Washington, by the way.
We went to the U.S.
They went to U.S. We went to the big army base training camp. The base itself, when I look at the map, when I do a matching, the size of Richmond Hill. They do have an airport within the base. It's bigger than Buttonfield. So the total trip, get a good guess. How much? Fridays, all inclusive.
The next time you ask the military, hey, can I use your virtual reality training simulator? Tell me how much it costs.
The virtual that's from the slide. Yeah, all the training, first day training inside the camp, that March break. Get a wide guess, how much?
0?
I want. If they raise a lot of fund, that will be 0. We are honestly speaking, really 0. Sometime, but not from our camp. Any guess?
$500.
700?
500.
800? Just like auction right now. 800? More or less? Come on.
600.
600?
Lower or higher?
1,000?
Yeah.
1,000.
300? 1,000? $250 for the whole trip.
Including the parents' food?
Parents, sorry. The insurance won't cover.
If you're less than 19, that'd be great.
So, the more fun that raised throughout the packing and throughout the year, if the cadet can raise more fun, or with the help of the parents to raise more fun, that type of matric trip that won't sponsored by the Department of National Defense will be covered by all the funding that we raise. So, the more that we raise in the trip, the cost for the parent is lower. So we are not that very big cadet corps. So we had the fun. So for that 2 years actually, different years, to that training, March break training, to visit the army base over there, just maybe half an hour across the border from Kingston, around half an hour time. The travel, the meal accommodation, everything accommodation is only $250 cost for the parents. So that's very attractive. Even myself, I joined the military back in 1987 under the British garrison. It was my first time to wear the helmet for the bomb disposal. The helmet and all the gears. Okay, the helmet, the glass that you saw from the slides, 3 inches thick. So even I joined, that was my first time to wear that, the full gear. Yeah, the bomb audience that try to like take out the bomb. That full gear, like 80 pounds for the suit. The helmet, I forgot how many pounds, maybe 30 pounds. The helmet, glass is that thick. Yeah, that's my first experience. Even I was in military since 1987. Yeah, that's also my lifetime experience. Yeah, think about it. When you have questions, let me know. Maybe let's put up the link one more time, or.
If you have any questions for us, we'll answer it too. I mean, we've been through cadets for 5 years. So we've been through a lot. If you have any questions for us about how cadets was, we have first-hand experience participating through everything. So if you want to know more about it, you can ask us.
Yeah, and also when you way out, if you want to jot down some information, Jacqueline at the reception area, blue t-shirt, yeah, she'll help you to jot down information. So we'll like send you maybe the registration name and some other information, and then we can communicate through the email or other means like phone or text message. Okay. Thank you very much one more time. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry.
We have 32. They can get that then.
It's very good. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thursday.
Only on Thursday? Does it matter what time? Do we have to do anything specific if we come?
Let me see.
Yeah. Maybe not, probably not for this fall trip, because we are very busy.
Start school already.
I have a class on Thursday that ends at 8.